Hey guys, Coach Jess here from Knockout Women's Boxing Club, and for today's Tip Tuesday, we are going to talk to you about the top 5 mistakes people make when they are throwing their cross, and some quick little tips on how to fix those so you can get the most out of pretty much almost everybody's favorite punch. So stay tuned. Okay, so the number one mistake we see is the improper placement of the hand. So right-handed people, your cross is your right, left-handed people, your cross is your left. So taking that hand and placing it over by their ear or their cheek instead of putting it where it needs to be, which is in front of the chin or the mouth. So simply by taking this hand and moving it from the ear like a telephone to in front of your mouth like a microphone can dramatically impact the effectiveness of your cross. Then this punch will shoot straight out in front of your target, also defending your face by punching straight out in front of you. And it's a straight line. Over here what happens is it kind of loops around out to the side. So tip number 1, move this punch over to the front of your chin or your mouth. Mistake number 2, which follows in line with that, is the winging out of the elbow. It's very common, people want to get a lot of power in this punch, so they open up the elbow, bring it out to the side, and turn that punch over too soon. So it becomes like a pushing punch and it arcs around. When that hand is placed properly in front of the mouth of the chin, that elbow stays tucked in and the punch starts in front of the body. Here, it's straight. This will also improve the effectiveness of your cross. Third thing we see a lot of times is people will draw that elbow back and cock the arm back, thinking that if they drive back and then launch forward that they're going to get more power out of this punch. So what you'll see is that this will typically start over here by the ear. They will draw the elbow back, turn the punch over too soon, and then push that punch out. Yeah, you might get a little bit of power, but it's not as effective, it's not as sharp, and most likely over time that will cause injury. So again, let's bring that hand in front of the chin or the mouth. Elbow is resting right in front of your rib cage. Punch comes straight out, elbow stays down, palm turns over at the last second. So here, not here. Again, here, straight, not around and out. The last 2 things have to do with your lower body and effectively engaging your lower body to gain more power and more fluidly throwing the punch. So when you throw your cross, you need to get body rotation on the back leg. You need to pivot on the ball of the back foot. 2 things we see people do wrong is they try to pivot, which they're doing, but they come up onto the top of the toe, and most of their weight is bearing on this left leg. Then you can't drive any power from the back leg, and it also throws you off balance. So you want to make sure your knees are bent and you're pivoting on the ball of the back foot, putting some weight on the ball of the back foot so you can use the strength in that back leg. And lastly, another thing we see people do is instead of pivoting, they drop this knee in. So they're just turning the hip, but they're not releasing the heel. And you need to make sure, again with knees bent, that you're releasing the heel, pivoting on the ball of the back foot, and turning the hip. So from the front, that looks like this. So move that hand in front of your mouth. Make sure you keep that elbow down. Make sure your elbows are in front of your body. Don't wing that elbow out to the side. Turn your whole body as a unit. Keep your knees bent and pivot on the ball of the back foot. If you can correct those things and practice them, you will see your cross get better and better and your boxing workout will improve. So we hope that was helpful, you guys, and we will see you next week for another Tip Tuesday.